And before we do now compression, let's go to our Mixbus, which is here. I have it basically, as you can see, I have everything routed to 2526, so all the tracks. This is just my setup. I have a spare channel for that when I do in-the-box mixing, but your setup may be just stereo output 1 and 2, but it's basically the same. And well, I have here now my Mixbus. As you can see, I have 3 plugins that I mainly use. A compressor, so the SSL compressor, and the QuickTech EQ from Waves, and also a little bit of tape saturation, because I used in the original mix also the J37. However, I used my hardware compressors and EQ for the Mixbus, but they're basically pretty much the same in a box. So let's try first a little bit of compression. Have it, let's try 10 here, auto release 2 to 1 seems to be okay. Let's go to a little bit louder section here. So for this mix, I don't want to compress too much. It's very sparse mix, acoustic driven song obviously. Don't do too much because the vocals come in later on. Let's see how they, because they will hit the compressor a little bit harder. Okay. And now let's go also to the EQ here. What color your skin, so I have a basic setting here with a boost of 100 and a boost of 10,000. It's probably that I would also do with the hardware EQ on the Mixbus. No matter what answer, let's try 12,000. You give to the question, no matter where are you from. If you're a believer, you can feel the sun. Let's leave 10. Let's see with the low end. And if you even believe in nothing, and if you're hopeless, feel ugly or sad, no matter if money or dust fills your pocket, without it, you can feel the sun. We are all seekers. I like that. And let's so use many questions. A bit of compression. And this is pretty much the same setting as in the original mix. I think in the original mix I just went with the Abbey Road default settings. As you can see, all the settings the same tape formula, input and output just at 0, or pretty much at 0, so nothing special here. No matter what answer, this is an option. You give to the question, no matter where are you from. Just adds a tiny bit of saturation. You can feel this. Okay, so those are all the settings in the Mixbus. I have here just some basic analyzing tools just to see where we are frequency-wise, and the stereo image here, left and right. And one plugin that I can really recommend is this one. It's from Isotope. It's called Tonal Balance Control. And you can see here a curve over the whole frequency range. You can also set it to a different setting like that one, but I always use that. Where you actually see where your song is frequency-wise on the whole spectrum. But take that with a grain of salt. When your EQ curve, so your frequency response is basically in this section here, you have quite a good balance between bass, mid, and high frequencies. But this is just a control, just to check it. You always have to check it with your ears, but it's a very helpful tool just to see where you are.
No matter what answer, this is an option you give to the question. No,
of course, it doesn't work with all genres. To my knowledge, it works best with dancer mixes, so pop and rock mixes. But we are not that far off. We have to do a little bit here in the mid frequencies. We reduce also the bass, but obviously we have done no compression at all.